This guy right here.
Oh, we're live. Okay. Oh,
yeah. Hey, everybody. Welcome aboard. We're going to do a little fill-in time with Ed being down and Skip having to work. I told him I would take the reins and see what happens. So we'll
you're stuck with us.
Yeah, you're stuck with us. If Paulie wants to come up, just say so in the chat. If you even show up in the chat.
Nah, if he's coming up, I'm out.
Just one more fish was the first one in. Cece's Aqua Escapes. Jody P. She says, I won't be here when you go live, but wanted to say hi and leave a like. I appreciate that. Cheryl Smith is in the house. Some dude named Amazon Research Center for Ornamental Fishes is here. Miss Lori. Jeremy from the aquarium domain and his gigantic aquariums. Time for more fun and hijinks with the Nocturnal crew. Almost. We got like 2 of us out of the 4. Xanadude, giddy up. Uncle Smiley. And do we got anybody new? Anybody new? Denny. We got Denny and Scotty the Fish Break.
You say Cecil Mayberry?
I did not. Did I skip him? But
Could
hi,
be.
Cecil. And then Miss Callie Girl, Fish Keeping, wanted to shout out to you for all the work.
Thank you very much, Callie Girl.
Oh, there's Cecil. And there's Hagen Hill Design. Let's go.
Hey, tell him why you don't go on time. Just tell him. Tell him what's more important to you.
I mod for the Primetime Aquatics.
Hey, Butter Girl's here.
Butter's here.
Lake to Land Aquatics.
So if you guys have any questions, we got to make this hour go. I'm sure the doc has things he can talk about, but I was hey, Nancy, it was late in the day when I was notified I didn't really have a topic. So we're going to kind of just roll with it.
I got some new fish today to take to Peru.
Woohoo. Oh, you get to take them to Peru.
Yep. We're setting up a new exhibit in one of the tanks. They
What'd
are
you get?
glowfish cories.
Glowfish cories. Zinny!
So we're setting up a glowfish tank for the kids to show them what can be done with,
Hey, Latoya.
different genetics.
Cece is back, if she was ever gone. Nancy B is back. Little Richard, that's my paw.
That's your dad?
That's my dad right there.
Hey, Whip's dad.
Roots to
And
Whiskers.
We have Amisa Kalish here.
We got Lisa from Roots and Whiskers. We got Kalish. Hi, Kalish. My fireball queen.
Fireball Queen, huh?
She plays a little D&D with us, and she is the master.
Oh, I thought you meant the drink Fireball.
Oh, no. Well, she might be that too. I don't know. Cat House is here. Holy cow, we're up to 36 already. That's never happened to me before.
Yes, I am Dr. Anthony, but I put Dr. Awesome because that's my nickname by that what's his face gave me.
Rico, right?
Yeah, that old guy, Rico.
That old guy, second floor. Hey, how you doing?
And that's going to be my new personal YouTube channel is Dr. Awesome's Fish Room. So I can do other things besides the research center. Talk about, the fish I have in my fish room.
Yeah, now how's that coming? I mean, I know you're a little bit
We've got a big hole in the ground now.
There you go.
Yes.
Ground has been broken.
Yep, they broke ground Tuesday because Monday was too rainy.
Wayway's here, and G&C, Running Water.
First timer.
Yeah, there's a couple that, well, for
Hey,
sure him.
Kaylee, don't be saying that cinnamon crap. That's good cracker. As what's that guy? He's an actor. My wife watches him all the time on bad TV. Oh, I forgot his name.
I'm not sure if this is for you or for me. I have not, but ever tried that Purify?
No, the water that comes out of my tanks normally goes into the grass or the garden. I mean, you could. I mean, think about water that they reuse in sewage treatment facilities. Some of that is some municipalities use that as drinking water. We don't want to think about it, but they purify it, ozonize it, RO it, the whole thing, and so it's really clean water. Hey, Gil's the Garden. It's my first time. I'm new to this YouTube stuff.
Yeah, that's Nathan Lovey-Dovey Hovey, right?
No, I don't know that. No.
Yeah, no. He changed his name again, and then he changed it again, and now he's changed it again because Steven yelled at him because he had too many apostrophes in his name.
Okay. Jenny Lynn is here.
Jenny. They didn't realize Ed wasn't going to be on here.
Yeah, so they're all leaving after that.
Yeah, right.
They look at our two ugly mugs and say, "Oh no."
Oh man.
I think they enjoy making fun of Ed all the time. So
Well, if Ed's not going to be, maybe Skipper. Oh, no, Skipper's not even there. Jeez.
No. Don't have the good old boy.
Skipper did have to work, so he. I didn't anticipate him being here. He said he might be back in time, but he's also had a rash of. I mean, you guys know he drives the bus, the ambulance.
A bus, and,
yeah. He's just had a rash of when he's on duty. They just keep meeting him.
So someone wants to know what you're crafting, since it says crafted with whip.
I just used the title. I was trying to be punny. Nancy, don't be calling me out.
Yep.
See how she is?
Hey, Beavis says, "Hey, whip."
Freaking Tennesseans. Well, yes, but no. I don't consider removing the apostrophe as a name change. Oh, it's definitely a name change. 100%. Autocorrect put it in, so I went with it. Toonie's here. Are you familiar with Big Steve?
I've seen him around on channels. I'm not necessarily familiar with him.
He and Toonie, they both were next to me, like, well, they weren't right next to me. They were kitty corner for me. It was me doing an aquascape when Shady Grady, who I need to text because I have not seen him, and I'm a little bit nervous that he's had some kind of weird thing happen with that leg of his. But anyway, it was Miss Dee Dee right next to me, and then those two were on the tank next to her. So
aquascaping buddies, they say.
Yeah. Now Beavis is another new one for me, unless that's another name change.
Dennis Christensen just came up.
Denny. Whip is crafty. And Loomy's here. Hey, Loomy. If I miss you guys, I apologize. I'm trying to stay near the bottom today. Usually I get so far behind.
Passing Wind is saying, I'm here for
nocturnal emissions. Windy. So he must have said something too, or she, he or she. So what did what are you going to do with these cories? I assume you're going to be putting them in a tank full of other glows of
Yeah,
some kind.
you can get most of the glow light fishes in Peru, but you can't get cories. And I went to the glowfish.com website, and I showed everybody in Peru what we could get, and that's the only thing they couldn't get there. So we're gonna have just a tank of different glow light tetra types, black skirts, and a couple of other tetras, and then the cories, and then we're gonna put a black light on it, so they really glow in the dark.
Nice.
Yep.
Are you going to keep them all separated, or are you going to put them all in one big tank?
We'll put them all in one tank. Yeah.
There's Big Steve right there.
What's the fish room plan for 2025? Mine is to finish it.
Yeah, to start it and then finish it. Well, he just started Tuesday.
Yep.
Because for anybody who's not familiar with Dr. Awesome, he just moved, and so now he's got to construct a brand new fish room. So,
and they say it'll take 4 months.
Woof.
Yeah,
plenty of time to put your plans together, right?
Yes.
Although, you know what? You and I both know, we're both old enough to know that 4 months will go by like that.
Unfortunately, yes. But I wanted to finish before I went to Peru in June. And it'll probably be done somewhere in the middle.
Well, it's February, right?
Yeah, but it's really March.
Technically, it's March.
Yeah.
March, April, May, June. Yeah, you're right.
Yep. Yeah, because I wanted it set up and everything. So by the time I got back from Peru, I can hopefully, I could have imported a bunch of my fish.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do a water chain system. We'll see.
Are you going to have a ton of tanks like a lot of these guys? Or are you just going to have some bigger ones that are for?
Well, the big room will be just more bigger aquascape type tanks, and the smaller room will be filled with tanks to, if I want to breed something.
Well, then that's the room to put the. I mean, you can do it both, obviously.
Yeah. The water chain system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said 4 months, so 8.
Okay.
Times 2.
Be quiet. You're jinxed it.
She must have dealt with the contractors before.
Yeah. So it's really a fish room, not fish rooms.
Gregor came in to say hey and hit the like, and he's going to go take a nap. Craig is from Australia, so it's like
yes. Yep.
I don't even know. They're like 16 hours ahead of us or something like.
They're tomorrow already.
12 hours? I forget. Yes, they're definitely tomorrow already.
Yeah.
So fish house, it's attached though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just an extra space in the house. Sulawesi shrimp.
Looks like Big Steve. Yeah.
Where'd you order them from, Big Steve? Got to give it up. Got to give up the secrets.
Passing Wind says hey to Craig. Congrats, Steve. Hope they come in. 2025 is Katie's year to shine. I want to utilize our greenhouse for aquarium, plant growing, and selling, and more fish, hopefully. Of course, our garden will be in there also.
Yes, I plan to put in a greenhouse as well, but primarily for live foods. So
Hopefully, you're not getting the same doors as Ed, right? Are you aware of what's going on with Ed in his doors?
No, Ed
He's
has door problems.
his upstairs with his mom and dad.
Yeah.
Their back door, French doors are broken, and they can't access the 3-room seasonal whatever
Yeah.
off the back.
Yeah.
So they ordered stuff from Lowe's, and Lowe's, I mean, they literally did it before Christmas. Might have been around Thanksgiving when they ordered it, and they just keep putting it off, putting it off, putting it off. And Killer Kitty told them, I don't know if I'm supposed to say her name, but anyway, she says, call them and complain. You might even get them for free.
I know that's an awful long time to get doors in.
Right? That's you're looking 4 or 5 months now, depending on what. I can't remember exactly when he called or ordered them, but they're paid for.
I cancel them and say, hey, I'm going to Home Depot if you don't do something. Light a fire under their bellies.
Right. And they keep saying, well, we're going to come in. Oh, now it's too cold. Yeah. Too cold? My ass. They put in windows for me when it was below 0.
Yeah. Hola, Steve.
So for me, the biggest things I want to get done in here is I can kind of swing this around. Hopefully you don't get sick. I'm going to get these 2 tanks. These are just quarantine tanks inside a closet. That's why it's kind of nasty looking in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move them to another room that's just around the corner. You may be able to see it right here. There's a door right here. Yep. And there's a small room right there that I want to put all my quarantine and grow out tanks in there. I want to upgrade this one to a 65, which is the same dimensions as at 40, except for it's taller, so it'll be more along the lines of this. And then this is a 75, that'll be a 90, which is going to line up to. And then the only other thing I have left to do, this tank right here, mm-hmm. I got that from Jason from Primetime Aquatics. I bought that from him. And I let it sit outside in my garage for the winter, which turned out to be not a good decision because it held water when I took it. And when I set it up down here last summer, I guess it was, it held water for about a month and then it started leaking on me. So I don't know if the cold, they messed up the seal or what, but it was not pleasant. We got Jeff Pelham in the house. Let's get Tank, buddy. And Mike from, it jumped on me just as I was clicking on you. Long Family Shoal.
Hello, family.
We got Whips World. Who was that peeking out from the room by the stairs at that scary face? What? If there was somebody over there, I don't know about it and I don't want to know.
Yeah. Keep on looking.
Right now,
you're gonna be looking over your shoulder all night long.
Oh, you don't know how paranoid I am, dude.
Oh, you know what? I can't walk at night. I cannot walk by a window that doesn't have a curtain on it. It just gives me the willies. So I know I'm going to look out and I'm going to see someone looking back at me. It all stems from the old, not Outer Limits, but there's an old show where the guy was on the airplane and saw the.
Oh, yes. Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone, yes. It all stems from watching that as a young kid. That really messed me up.
where he pulls the shade and then
Yeah,
and then he knows it. He knows
yeah,
it. He just
yeah.
and he
First he
has to
sees
know
him out on
for
the
sure.
wing, then yep.
Flips that thing up, and there it is. Yeah. Yeah, that was definitely a jump out of my pants moment.
Yeah, yep.
So, oh man, I freaking lost it. I see where she answered. Beavis. I don't see your question. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
What kind of betta species? Oh, that was directed right to Cheryl.
yeah.
Okay.
They're having conversations while we're talking.
It's allowed.
They don't even pay attention to us. I mean, we could just have a blank screen and they'd go on having conversations with each other.
Here, look at my tape.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how familiar you are with Just One More Fish, but he is putting together a hell of a fish room. He's got Jesse. If correct me if I'm shortchanging you, but he was up to like 170 when he was interviewed by Jeff Pelham a couple weeks ago, and I think he said that he's up to about 200 tanks now, and he's not just messing around with like 10 gallons like a lot of us do. He's got like a 2,500 gallon for the big boys, and he's got a little bit of everything in there, so that's pretty cool. He's got a nice little system going on right there. I can't imagine the work that goes into it because he's got a full-time job too. He said, so I'm like, Jesus, I don't know if I can. I struggle with the 12 that I have.
I'll have to
Frank
look at
Kruger
that for
is
sure.
fish keeping. Yeah, don't be no, don't go. I will end this thing right now. I gotta go. The gremlin. So tell me again. I forget how big you're going. You said it's 2 rooms, but it's the overall dimensions were.
Um,
Man, you told me and I forget.
12 by 27, I think.
Hey, Ross Baltimore's here. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, Rossi.
So he's another. He's a breeder and seller as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, 12 by 20, 12, 7 by 29 and 8 inches.
So 12 by 30, basically.
Yeah, but I had to give you the exact measurement.
I struggle with the regular numbers, and you're going to give me inches too. Come on, man. I've had way too much vodka for that.
Okay. Tonight or in your life?
Yeah, tonight. I don't have to work tomorrow.
Okay, even better.
So we can go as late as you want to go.
Okay. Before you pass out, 12 by 40 greenhouse. That's a nice size greenhouse.
That really 40 feet. Holy crap.
I don't think my wife would let me have the one that big.
Jay, is that you, Jake, or is that your wife? Is that Katie or Jake?
It's Hagen or
I mean, not that it matters, but that is nice. Or maybe it's both of you. I don't know. You could be sitting side by side on the keyboard.
It's
somehow
Katie. Dig myself a moat.
Katie. Okay. Somehow I'm going to find a backhoe this year and dig myself a moat. That would be cool. I don't know if I can go all the way around though, because as you get older, I'd end up just falling in.
Even a bridge sometimes,
Yeah, right. I told I don't know if you guys are familiar with Aquascape Pond Builders. They've got June's here. Hey, June. They build ponds all the time. So, and
Mhm.
a lot of times they use these bridges that are like cantilevered over,
Yeah.
cantilevered
Yep.
over, and they leave like a gap. And I'm
Mhm.
like, oh man, I said that to one of them on one of the shows that they were doing here in Chicago. I'm like, man, if you were to do that to me, I guarantee you, I would put my foot right in there, twist my
I would
ankle.
I would drop my keys down that hole.
Or yeah,
Yeah,
or my
that's what
phone.
I would do.
Yeah.
I'd drop my keys straight, straight through.
just that's just a recipe for disaster right there, leaving that gap in there like that. Just give me a whole bridge I need with railings. Because I'll be
Yep.
like, ah. What do I have to say? Hello, everybody. Need to help my youngest with some projects tonight eventually, but wanted to drop by and say hi. Well, hello, Noelle.
Hello.
She's a fellow moderator over there on the great and powerful prime time.
Oh, so you only hobnob with the big time.
You know that's right. I'm gonna let you up because you're
I
here.
know you. So you come down for a low life. Sometimes you hang
Oh,
out with the low lives.
dude. My sense of humor is kind of wonky, so if
Mine
this
too.
offends you, I apologize in advance. I Ed texts me and he goes, "Hey, can you mind if I send the doctor the link?" And I'm like, I said, I'd prefer you didn't. I hate that dude. And he's like, "Oh man, I'm so,
Especially after he told me once,
I
"Oh
wish."
man, Whip just he loves you. He wants, That would have been great. It'd been great if he would have texted me and
I
said, "Hey,
wish
I'm
I had known
sorry."
that sooner. I'm like, dude, I'm kidding.
No, that's my humor exactly. And
Okay, good.
my
So,
wife's sitting in the office just 20 feet from me, and she hates that kind of humor in me because she doesn't know what I'm joking.
right, that's my dad. I mean, he's usually like, oh, he gets so mad at me all the time. I'm like, I
Yep.
wish I could change it when I'm around him, but I just can't.
Yeah,
I can't change my personality. It's all
I
right.
know.
Whip said he had friends in low places, and I didn't believe him until this very live.
Thanks.
Well then.
Yeah.
Who would leave a gap in a bridge? I'm telling you that there's
That's
people
why they
doing
do it so the horses won't cross.
You're right.
You ever see cattle, cattle grades? I mean, cattle won't go through the
Oh
grades, so
man.
maybe it's
Hey Joe, running water. I don't know if you were here before, but yeah, fish keepers equals wonky humor.
Yep.
Um, I am in one aspect and not in the other. Damn it, I forgot what I was going to say. You told Ed, oh my God, yeah, right. Because he totally took me serious. And I'm like, no. Don't tell him that. I'm just kidding.
Ed doesn't quite get sarcasm. He just doesn't.
But I wanted to tell you because I'm like, you'd find that funny. I'm sure you would.
Yeah.
I was at least hoping.
Hey, Jeff Pelham said hello to me.
Hey.
Pelhams.
Now he, if you're because you're West Coaster, you might be able to actually catch some of his lives. He is late now.
He's light.
He's a late night owl, and I miss all his streams live because he's going at 11 or 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning here, which is like 3 o'clock in the afternoon for you or something like that. So
11 is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm on,
I'm going with it.
I'm not in Hawaii time,
You're only 2 hours behind.
Yeah, I'm only,
You're two, right? You're Pacific, not Mountain,
I'm
right?
Pacific, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's Latoya have to say? She and baby just perfect. Very blessed. I don't know what. Oh, that's how it is. Jeff was
Latoya
asking
just
about the
seems
babies.
every time I turn on YouTube, there's Latoya feeding
Yeah,
snakes, feeding
she's
animals, and
really.
then there's Skipper with her. It's like, oh my gosh, him again.
Well, Latoya, Laura, and he are all within like the Bermuda Triangle
Oh,
over
okay.
there.
Yeah, I was on last. I was watching their channel last night, and then I get a text from the president of the fish club around here, and I was supposed to go on the the call with them for their board meeting. I said, "Oh man, I completely forgot about it." So I rushed away from their live stream, and I text Skipper. I said, "Sorry, Skipper. I didn't mean to leave so soon. Just after I got there, but
Was
both
that
my
the
wife
last?
and I had to be there because we're on the um, Arkoff is sponsoring Fishtoberfest with them.
Oh, yeah.
We're co-sponsoring it, so we had to make sure we were there.
Yep, that's a must.
Yep.
So Miss Dee Dee's showed up, but only for a
Indoor
momento.
indoor fishing
And
inside.
yeah, I see him or her. I don't want to judge or try to
Ed
outguess.
Ed could be in chat. Just because he's sick doesn't mean he can't be in chat.
You're right. He's probably napping or something. Kayla says, geez, Whip, he's the same time as me. He's a little behind, but not like those East Coasters. He's not even behind. He's the same as you. Because she's Californian.
She's California. Those Californians.
Yeah. Well, she's not like the rest of them.
I don't know. Californians are all the same.
Oh, she's not. Trust me.
I've met her. We've hung out. We drank some scotch together.
I love it when Ed whips out the phone and starts showing us food for the other people. It doesn't work, but for him, it's just honest. He's a good dude. I mean, you guys, I've got to spend some, like not on YouTube time with him, and he is just he's just such a good dude. Someone's hungry. I'll ignore him for a bit. Uh-oh. I am going to the Clash. You've asked me that like 7 times, Jeff.
He has bad memory, different
He's
time
old,
zone, different memory
yeah.
system.
I'm just playing. Yeah, I'm definitely going, Jeff. I wouldn't miss the wedding. Are you going, Doc?
You're not going, I'm not sure. I wanted to, and I talked to my wife about it, but I think I may just go to OCA.
Okay. Well, either way, I will meet you then.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I haven't met you, but I mean, I will meet you in person because I'm going to both of those things.
So is that Asia Lulan?
Asia.
I'm joking. I just moved out of California to Oregon. I lived in California pretty much my entire life.
Yep. I'm not down to her yet, but yes, the doc is definitely Californian.
Yep. They still want to kick me out of Oregon, so.
Caleb's just them crazy hippies. And isn't June is out that way too, right? I mean, I know she's out west, but I don't know exactly where she's at. But June, are you in California or are you like in one of those cusp states that run up against it?
No, she's in California.
You are in California. Okay.
Yeah.
I have no hard feelings towards any of the Californians, especially in the fish keeping world, because I haven't really run across anybody that I was like, well, man, what the hell?
Where
Gabriel.
there are definitely some, but there's some from everywhere. So
Right. I mean, I could take you right to Chicago right now, and you'd find some loons in there too. Whip must be extra supervision and needed. I can read. I love the blue wrenches. Yeah, you know what? I really went crazy. I was like, I don't give wrenches out to everybody just because it's kind of like being a superhero, where if everybody's a superhero, then nobody
yep,
is, kind of thing.
yep.
And but if you make me a mod, I'll probably make you a mod, kind of thing. So I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm a mod a lot of places. So I've been moderating people are modding them, and I'm like, Jesus, half my crowd here
Yeah,
is.
I was watching one channel that we were typing in the chat, and everybody who was on this person's live stream, this was like 6-7 months ago, he modded them. Every
Yeah.
person. It's like,
Well, I understand why. I like Mexicali does that, and the reason that he does it is because he wants people to be able. You know how like you can click on as a moderator, you can
oh yeah,
click
yeah,
on a,
yeah.
and he wants people to start following each other. So
Mhm.
if you want to follow that dude, you don't have to like track him down. You
Yeah.
just click on their name.
It wasn't Mexicali and it wasn't Father Fish. I don't watch Father Fish.
Uh, I don't watch him anymore, but I have
Well,
no. I
I
mean, I've hung
I,
out with him a couple
I
of times.
boycotted him because one night he invited me on to be, in the live stream, and then he kicked me off for no reason.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
well, you are from California.
I guess so. He is from Florida, at the time when he was still in Florida.
Ed is a treasure. Yes, he is. I agree with you 100%. I just love that guy. I mean, I'll go to war with him anytime. You can't miss the wedding whip. You're a part of it. I know, but I didn't know if that was like a known thing. So I was keeping it on the down low. Yeah, I'm one of Pep's groomsmen. So
Passing wind, I doubt that. Wait till
I
you get
know
the
Noel
passing
makes
winds.
me wonder why I'm one of.
Why I'm one of the only ones without a blue wrench.
Well, you start streaming and you make me a mod, I'll mod you here.
You and me both, buddy. I mean, I'm on and I'm not a mod. You could be like Ed, who says, "I don't know how to mod people."
Well,
Rico
from
did
here
all
you
that
can.
for me. I don't know how to do anything. Rico did everything for me.
Well, he's not lying. But he's so much better than he makes it seem. Because I
Yeah,
mean, he's doing like he'll make I don't know how to make a thumbnail like he
yeah,
does.
yeah.
And so he does know what he's doing. It's
And
just
his shorts,
right. And all those shorts, although he's been now that he got
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
demonetized, he's like doesn't want to do it. California, baby. Man, I went out to Cali back in the day.
Like back in what day?
It
Tuesday?
was like in the 80s.
Okay.
Uh, and that was probably one of the best times of my life. I mean, we were out there. We flew into LA, stayed with my buddy's dad and stepmom, and then that was like our home base. And then we were just kind of shooting out every day. We went down to San Diego for a while, and then we drove out to LA, or not LA, but Las Vegas for a while. We went to the beaches. It was a good trip down there or over there.
Well, down there too, because you're way up
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
I am way up north. So what is this question? I am sorry, people, but my eyes are not good. Isn't coming from the man who didn't realize how many time zones he had. Yes, correct, Noel. I was unaware of the mountain time zone because nobody ever talks about it. I mean, I knew it was there
just the people in
in the
in
mountains.
Colorado, Idaho,
Hey, Christine, how you
Arizona.
doing? Whoa, I just spit. The Californians who don't have fish are weird. What did I miss with Asia? Did she get offended? Are you still here, Asia? Please tell me you're still here. The doc is a good man.
Nah, I'm not. That's my wife.
She didn't stick with you for the last 12 years for nothing.
12? 20 something.
Well, the last 12 in particular.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's true. No, this past year since I've been retired.
You know what? You kid, but that's the straw that broke my father-in-law's back. He retired and immediately at 80 years old got divorced from his wife and ended up living with us for a while. So June is another one. She likes everybody to be mods. So I mean, I do see the benefit in it for the mods, but I don't know if it's such a great thing for the people that come in here with like an agenda, or like if they're having a bad day or something and you can't do nothing about them because they're a mod. You just say whatever they want. Whip even gave me a wrench. That's right. Zenny doesn't always show up because she's usually sleeping. She told me that just the other day that she sleeps till noon. Oh, she gets up and then goes back to bed. I think it wasn't. I'm not complaining.
Pudding. Banana pudding.
You know what I love doing, even though I can't do it anymore because of the whole diabetics thing, but going to like one of those all you can eat places and they have the chocolate pudding and the banana pudding side by side. Oh, that's my jam. Or my
But
pudding is.
I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't do it either. So
Oh no, different problem, but same result. Right, Kayla, exactly. Between Zenny and Lori, if somebody says, "Hey, can one of the mods do that?" It's already in the thing, and I'm like still getting poised, ready to go, but nope, it's already in there.
Stephen P. showed up. How do you do,
Stephen P? He's another good dude.
Oh, wait, go back up to one before. Go back. What Passing Wind said. That's why Father Fish kicked me out of his stream.
He couldn't handle the competition. You were stealing
the
women from him.
Those that want him, they could have him.
I'll tell you, he has alienated a lot of people.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, when I first started watching him,
because of his technique, and he thinks everybody,
No, I think it's just the way he presents.
Oh, okay.
Because I mean, overall, like I said, I don't have a problem with him personally.
Yeah.
He's never treated me badly. In fact, he's been very, very nice to me. And but I've watched the progression on his stream where he starts off with these people,
mm-hmm.
and then eventually that runs its course, and people get mad and go their separate ways, and then he gets a new group of people. And lately, he's just been doing it by himself. But for a long time, he had guests on with, or not guests, but like you and I are doing right now.
Well, he used
And
to. The one time that I've only been on his channel that one time. This was after I gave a talk to their fish club, and he had probably a 25-year-old young lady on as his co-host. And I guess she'd been on for a long time.
yeah, yes, I know who you're talking about. She may not have left because of any bad blood. She had a baby,
yeah,
right? I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I didn't know who she was or anything, so.
Yeah, she had a kid, and then she was just kind of gone off of YouTube. Dee Dee, that's not for me. I will let that. Good ideas, any whip? That's me. You're a mod on my channel. I am.
But no rinse for him or her.
That's a her. That's Christine.
Okay.
I can't do it yet, but I will go back and I will mod you after the stream, if I remember.
No, don't be an Ed.
Ed got demonetized. Passing wind. They were unclear exactly as to what he had done. But yeah, he thinks it might be because he was using the same video for his shorts, but he would change up the words, so he thought that would be enough for them not to nail him. And maybe it was, and maybe it's something different. He doesn't know yet. They're not really responding to.
And they told him, "We get back to you in April." Well, in April, that's his probation period. It will be up in April. So
right, yeah. So he's kind of screwed. And that's why you haven't seen many shorts from him, because he thinks that's what it might have been. But, YouTube's not talking to him, so he doesn't know.
Hey, Pooplin is here.
Hey, Pep. I'm 86 miles west of Yosemite.
Yosemite. That's Yosemite, remember? That's how you spell. That's how you say Yosemite these days, Yosemite.
Oh, Yosemite. I should have known Yosemite. Yosemite. Come on, what's wrong with you? Poof.
Well, I'm pronouncing it like someone did once.
And then I don't know what that was about. I'm gonna keep going because I'll never get to the bottom.
Nope.
One day you got to come up to NorCal. NorCal? That must be Northern California?
Northern California, yes.
Hey, if you're up in Northern California, you're close to Washington then, right? Depending on how far north
Washington, you got to get to Oregon before you go to Washington.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. I was going to say, how close to you? Yeah, you're right. I forgot. I forgot about Oregon.
Time zones and states on the West Coast. It doesn't really matter.
I was never good at geography. Oh, Doc doesn't know about the other Doc during the.
Because I said we've been married 20-something years, and
yeah, right.
For the last 12, right. Has been hard for her because she doesn't have the other Doc. Yeah.
The fact that
Doug is my eyes are really
strange man makes me like that much more, like him that much more.
Who's Doug?
Who's Doug? The fact that Doug is a strange man makes me like that much more. Wendy, I need more clarification, sir. That last 12 is especially painful. That's kind of what I meant. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got it. I just needed to go a little deeper on the dive.
Aquariums maintained by Andy is here.
Andy. Oh, and Mel's here too. Hey, Mel.
And Aquaballs, I said hi, George, silently. I hope you caught that, George.
Oh, you're sweet. She doesn't like to help. Don't let her fool you. She likes to win. She likes to win. I know this because she told me so. Yeah, there you go. She's talking about napping, going back to bed. Stephen P. Good to see you in here, buddy. 54 people. You all nuts.
They were expecting Ed.
Yeah,
Know,
right. But they stayed.
Yes, Oregon is just south of Peru, that's for sure. Just a little south.
Yeah, right. Now, I am not good at geography, but I'm pretty sure that's not true.
Wait. Go back up. Who's from San Bernardino? Who was that?
That's indoor fish keeping.
Oh, okay.
I don't. He is, or he or she. It may be a she. I do not know. I'm unfamiliar with their channel. I think I still have to go there and.
Yes, I was in the OC.
Let me
for
just
20-something years.
You talk for a minute.
Okay, I'll talk. Let's say talk about the Orange County, the women. Wasn't there a show, the Brides of Orange County or something? I don't know. I don't watch that crap. So
all I know is the choppers.
The chocolates? The
choppers.
That's in OC, New York, not California. Orange County Choppers is in New York. Yes.
Wow.
There's also Orange County in Florida as well.
I legitimately did not know. I always assumed that whole show took place in California.
No, they would have shown a bunch of dry scrub brush and stuff, not nice green trees out in the country. I'm glad I could be of use to you there, Whip.
Yeah, right. I am not subscribed, so I am now indoor fishing inside. Now I got to get rid of this because, oh no, I guess I don't have to. It's muted though. Hopefully that didn't come across. I pulled a rookie mistake there and had the volume on for a minute, for half a second. We got a lot of people saying hello to each other. I see something coming up though.
Ooh, GNC was from Oxnard, now lives in Bakersfield. I am sorry you live in Bakersfield.
Yeah, Bakersfield, that place sucks.
It's, it's an island to itself out there in the Central California valleys.
I've heard of it. I've never been there. I've only been to California once in my life. It was a good trip though. Have you ever thought about the first person to drink cow milk? They must have woke up with a hangover, lying on the ground, looked sideways, and the cow's at her and said, "That makes sense." Somebody somewhere must have
Yep.
put it together that it does the same thing. If it'll feed a kid, it'll feed a man. I'll say it for Mike since he's not here.
That's the Zen is asking, is that was that Father Fish's co-host?
No, it was I cannot remember her name. She was she was not young, but she wasn't like Father Fish old. She was like younger than me, probably. I'm guessing, probably in her 40s, maybe. Kind of shoulder to definitely not middle of the back, but kind of curly blonde hair. She bred a lot of. She was a big goldfish person, and I think she did horses as well. Can't remember her name though.
Whip,
She hasn't put in.
you
What
have two channels?
do I?
Yeah.
I do, but one is for a band that I haven't done anything with for 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Dina. Was that who I'm talking about? Dina? That doesn't sound right.
Cecil said it's Brenda.
No,
How about Geraldine?
not Geraldine.
Okay. Joey, the girl
Pep.
who used to ring the cowbell.
It's right in that same timeline.
Okay.
What'd she say it was?
Joey.
Baby?
Mary.
Not Mary. No. It was after
EJ.
Mary,
EJ.
and it was before EJ.
Peplin says, I know who you're talking about. Not Joey, the girl after Joey.
I know she did goldfish and she did horses. That's the best I can give you. And I'm sure I'm still sub to her channel if she even has a channel anymore. I haven't seen her put anything out in a long time. This is just a post to keep Whip from reaching the chat. You jackass. Jeremy, go play with your sharks.
Get them stolen again. Get those eggs stolen again.
Yeah. Ed will probably have YouTube monetization back before he gets doors, right?
That's why I said it passing wind. I was thinking about the Flip Wilson show with Geraldine.
Geraldine. That's wrong.
No, that's Jolene.
That's Jolene.
Yes.
I say Yosemite. Yosemite. That doesn't help me, June. Pisses people off. I can see you doing that though. You got a little bit of that in you. Why do you miss Peplin? They're on all the time.
They're right here too.
And they're here. How can you miss them? There's Andy. I finally got it down to Andy. And there's George. Hey, George. Come on. Ask me questions.
Cass CB was after Joey. Cass CB?
She was on, I remember when I first, it was 2020-ish, 2024 maybe, or 2021, right in that area, because is his name? Was it Fishroom Cop? Fish Cop? He had just passed away, and they had done a show about him, and my Miles had just passed away. It was kind of a weird whole thing there, and I remember that and that was early on, so it had to have been like 2021. Zenny says, "Do winning and helping have to be mutually exclusive?" No, they don't. Yeah, Holly, how you doing? Uh-oh, I'm locked up. There it goes. Nope, there it goes. Cecil, I've seen you pop in a couple different times.
You know what show I miss on YouTube? It
What do
was the
you
very
miss?
first show that I ever watched after Alexander Williamson had me on one of his live streams.
Only
And
name drop it.
no, that's it was a long time ago. And he said, "Oh," I said, "What show should I check out?" He said, "You should check out Ladies' Night."
Oh,
And
Jess.
I was not ready for Ladies' Night. It just was not what I expected at all. It was a little bit more blue humor than I expected.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And I never watched YouTube before that. YouTube was one of those things I heard about, but I never watched videos or anything on YouTube, and that was quite different than what I was expecting.
Jess was a little bit like Ed in that regard, where she was like, she was constantly had like a look of like,
what? Yep. And Dee Dee and them, they were goad her into things. People would write stuff and she would read it and not realize what it actually sounded like until she read it. Yeah, you're not something to her, Zen.
I bet I am. But I don't know. How do you find out? Let me see. Say something in the chat. Oh, there you are. I'm going over here. I'm gonna. I don't want to remove you. Go to channel. I'm sub to you. If you ever put anything out once, I would know that for sure.
Yep, it was Shannon, Jess, and Dee Dee.
Shannon, Jess, and Dee Dee. Yes, and Shannon and Dee Dee.
But Dee Dee speaking to herself, Dee Dee speaking to herself in the third person. This what Dee Dee said. Dee Dee was a lot like Jess, but played it off that she wasn't. So she's talking about herself.
Yes, Steel Rain, if anybody even cares, but don't bother. I haven't done anything with that channel for a long time. That was the band that we had. There's a couple instrumentals up there if you want to listen to it, but
Hat trick.
I don't know what that is.
Here's my hat, and here's my trick, I guess. Okay, I'll be Skipper.
Mary!
Skipper
no, not Mary. Mary was not Mary. I know who Mary is. What am I doing?
Mary,
is tonight a night you drop the link to the other one?
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Zenny. Was her name Brenda? I think her name was Joe or Joey. I think it was Joey. I'm pretty sure. The more I think about it, the more I think it was Joey.
Had to put my reading glasses on. And the other ones I kept on have to do this.
I don't need reading glasses. I cannot tell you how many times I've had my regular glasses on, and then because I'm trying to read something, I take them off, put them down, and then walk away, and then I have to like, oh, right, where was I at?
What did I do with my glasses? Yeah.
What did I do with it? What store are they in now? Joey. So yeah. Yes, that's it.
No.
So that is
Cassie was a teacher who kept mostly bowls. So which one? Joey had goldfish and horses.
It was definitely Joey.
No.
Final answer.
We still see you. You're not hidden.
Who's hidden?
Go up to comments.
Oh no, you're right there, kiddo.
Yeah.
I would never hide the fox Ann. Has she been talking and I've just been skipping over her? See, that's why I apologize in advance, because a lot of times I'm trying to keep up, and I just miss so
Trying to
much
do
crap.
both. That's why it's easier to do when, you know, you have more people in your channel talking except me,
Right.
who's trying to read the manes, furs, and tails. Yeah, that was
That,
Jess's.
that was Jess. Yep.
Yep.
Well, it was right, and then she was the aquatic morning show after
Yeah,
that
Aquatic
because
Morning
she was
Show.
trying to,
Yep.
yeah, trying
Yep.
to separate the two.
Yep. Wonder how she's doing these days.
It's been a couple months, but I send her a text every once in a
Okay.
while just to see how she's doing. And I guess that Caleb Shirley kid that was in her school,
Yeah. Yeah.
he shows up every now and again and says that he's talked to her. So she must be doing pretty good. Joey, it was definitely Joey. The more I think on it, because I remember thinking Joey, that's a weird name for a girl. I'm out of vodka. What am I going to do now?
Oh man.
Joey was cowbell. Yep. EJ, she's something else. I was already kind of done when Joey left. I kind of left too, for not for any particular reason. I just kind of moved on. There was no. It wasn't like I took sides or anything. I just
Yep.
started watching other channels, and there's only so much time in the day. That girl with that 2 eyes and a nose, right? Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, I saw that too, Dee Dee. I saw Rachel O'Leary made a recent.
Did you watch it though?
Yeah, I watched. I actually been in contact with her.
She said that the brakes broke on that thing.
Yep. Yep.
She replied to my comment. I don't know if I don't usually read other people's comments, which is rude, I know, but it just usually is so brutal.
Yep.
People are weird.
Yep.
So I try not to engage with their weirdness. But she said that she's been dealing with unemployment, or she has been unemployed for like 3 years. Because
Wow.
I told her, I said, hey, why don't you? Because I think she had two options. She could try to fix it or sell it and pick up something else. And I said, why don't you sell it and get a 180? That gives you another 6 inches to play around with. And she goes, well, unfortunately, because of my unemployment, I've been unemployed for 3 years. It's not really in the budget. And I'm like, son of a bitch. I wonder if she really wanted one. I bet you if we were to pester OFR for a while, they could come up with one. They get tanks donated all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I got a truck. I'd drive it out to her if that was a thing. But I'm not going to force it on her or anything.
Yep.
I'm not that guy.
Dee Dee says you can play around with 6 inches, huh?
Hey, I can do even better with less.
I answer that in chat.
Okay. Oh yeah, there it is. I'm getting close to the bottom. I can see.
No, you're about a half a Rico behind. Maybe even a full Rico.
1035, yeah, about a half a Rico. Aquarium Cop, yes, thank you. Yeah, so Aquarium Cop died around the same time as my. Man, he was like one of the first. I didn't know him at all, and yet he was one of the first people. Him and Mary. Somebody help me with Mary's last name. I know it. It's just gone out of my head.
Quite contrary.
No, that ain't it.
In her garden.
But the two of them were always so supportive. I mean, he was on the first one I laid out. I said, hey, this is I'm whipping it, blah blah blah. And he goes, oh man, that looks good. And then he was gone, just like that. I'm like, what happened?
Mary Page.
Mary Page. Thank you.
That was from Dee Dee.
Thank you, Dee Dee. Mary Page. There it is.
Dancing Mama Mary, Zen said.
One more. That is untrue, sir. This tank right here, you won't be able to see it because the lights went out. But this tank, he charged me $200 for that tank and two brand new, well, virtually brand new. There wasn't even any water stains on them. Title 110s. Those are almost $100 a piece by themselves. And the tank, it's a 120. I don't know what a 120 goes for new, but I'll pay $200 for a 120 all day long. Doc is a champ at chat.
I'm just trying to help out Whip because he's so sticking far behind.
I was so far, but now I'm all caught up.
Oh yeah, you skipped everybody.
My friend Aquarium Cop missed that guy.
Missed, but he missed.
Yes, that's kind of. Hope I wasn't misreading that. Hey George, always good to see you. Someday I need some fish from you. Xanadu, you putting out the feelers.
So we can summon Mary Page.
Either Mary Page or Joey. I don't know which one she's talking about. Hold the fort down for 1 second.
Oh, he had to go get some more white lightning, I think. George, do you have red rose discus in your batch there, George? Since I lost my pair, I love those discus. Need to find me another pair. I am discusless. I am discusless now. I'm pretty much all fishless, except for a few guppies. I have some ultim angels, some catfish. I have 4 pairs of angelfish, but I don't have time to pull the eggs, so they always eat the babies after they hatch. So I'm lacking in anything right now. Not the best fish keeper, since I really don't have a fish room very much.
Oh, I'm back.
More white lightnings?
Just a little.
Oh, okay.
I gotta be a good boy.
Where are we shipping to? You shipped to Oregon. Even though I was just in SoCal last week, visiting the family, getting our doctor's appointments before I move all my doctors here.
So who said something hilarious that I can live vicariously through?
No. June says she needs more ram's horn snails.
I don't have ram's horn. That's one snail that I have a lot of different like pest / what's the other one? Pond
snails, yeah, bladder snails.
Bladder snail. Yeah, I got a lot of those.
Well, but
are you feeding something or
those too? Yeah, for her,
yeah,
for Haka puffer.
I had a crap ton of them in my 35-gallon that I just had guppies in there, kind of keeping it cycled, and then I swapped it over to a small species Lake Tanganyikan, and boy oh boy, those guys put a hurt on them hard. If there's any live ones left in there, I'd be surprised.
Yeah, I keep snails just to keep my assassin snail going. I have a 10-gallon probably with 100 assassin snails. And so I collect all the snails that pop up in all my other tanks and put them in that tank. Spike is here.
Spike?
Spike.
I don't know Spike.
Yeah, Skipper.
What?
Spike. Because my brother-in-law's name is Anthony, but everybody calls him Skip.
Skip is here.
Yeah, Skip is here. And then my brother's father-in-law would call him Spike all the time instead of Skip. So I call Skipper Spike all the time.
If you want to come up and say that to their face, feel free. I'll let you up for a minute. Come on.
If he's on, I'm going.
Let's see them fingers.
See those? Let's see that finger thing you got from Ed.
What is Dee Dee talking about? Lately I've been using parts from Tams.
The Aquatic Morning Show.
Yeah. But just like bits of it. Like she must be pulling like there you go. Trumpet snails.
Trumpet snails tend to have a much harder shell. I'm sure most puffers would eat them, but they mostly stay under the gravel. Yes, I remember the live stream rundown.
Yes. Dr. Anthony, my discus breeder.
Yes, I went to his house, got some discus from him a couple of years ago with George. So just say a bunch of the breeders died and sent them up to me.
54. I've had as many as 54 people in here.
Listen. Well, no, max viewer 68.
I think that was all time though, right?
All time max. Okay. I think my all-time record when I was doing lives was like 22.
What? You're the doc.
Oh no! During when we had the what was that called, Renee? Talk with the experts. Yeah, but in my normal live streams.
I failed miserably in that regard. I mean, I know I'm sub to you and everything, but I don't think I ever saw you. When were you streaming? Because it was either too early or I never saw one of your streams ever.
It was during the daytime.
Oh, okay. That would explain. I don't.
Tuesdays at around 12, something like that.
Oh, so it would have been 10 o'clock. Okay.
No, 12 would have been 2 o'clock for you.
No, it'd be. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're 2 hours behind you, not 2 hours ahead of you.
I've done that twice. I know that doesn't happen to me.
Time zones, you don't quite work out.
Right? The only fish I have are least killies from the creek out back. What? You have more fish than that, Wendy.
GRB is here.
GRB is here.
Yeah, good day, Whip, Dr. Anthony, and everyone.
Hey. 47 viewers. I love the number 47.
Yes, Kalish. That's when I had Evan, who was one of my interns in Peru, from Chico.
28 pair of dice. Oh, nice. Oof. Man, my eyes are really just not focusing at all. I actually, I'm at the bottom too. There was a time when I actually had to have, if you're familiar with him, Metalhead Prime Josh came up to read chat for me once because I'm like, I can't read it. And then Stephen was nice enough to tell me how to. Hey, GRB, how to make the chat bigger, but it would like shrink the screen that you can see each other on, which is fine because I don't need to look at
Yeah,
my
you don't
ugly
need to
mug.
look at each other. Yeah.
Right. And but now I don't remember how he had me do that. Hey, Fathom's here. What's going on, buddy? And nobody has any more questions? I need a question or two or three or four. I'll let you want to go. Doc, you ready to go? Should I
No,
hit the end button?
I'm fine. It's
All
what?
right.
It's 9 o'clock here. Okay.
I know, but yeah,
It fixes those.
you're way more important than me. You
Yeah.
probably have things you could be doing.
No. Remember, I'm retired now. After dumping those catfish that I forgot right before the stream, everything's good now. And I gave everybody some food. So
Then he says, I think it was control something. Is that helpful?
Stephen P says Control Plus.
Oh, Stephen is here still. Control Plus.
I don't know what that is on a Mac.
Well, only weird people use Mac.
I guess so. So Budget Bonsai, Budget Bonsai.
You know who Budget Bonsai is, don't you?
Yes, I know who Budget Bonsai. I didn't remember until I said, Budget Bonsai. You can see his ugly face in his.
Hey, whoa! I can't allow. I'm gonna have to put you in timeout.
I don't know, but those artists, they're all the same.
That's better. Foxy, I have not. I did talk to Pep. Hey, Cali Girl is back.
Hello, Kelly Girl.
Gravel good or bad these days? Hello. Are under gravel? Most people don't like them. I use them still. I have one upstairs in my display.
No, Rack is not being serious.
He might be.
Oh,
you don't know.
Okay.
I know it's due by March. I'm trying. I was down to about 228, 230, and now I'm back up to 240. And I'm trying to lose a little bit, and I don't want to get it fitted while I'm at my heaviest. Because then, I might be up there.
That's when you get it fitted. So if you lose weight, it fits better. You get it when they're at their lowest, then you're going to creep back up by the time you have the wedding.
Oh, that's true too. I didn't think about that. But I was worried about like stealing, thunder from the show by standing up there and my pants fall down or something.
Oh, okay.
Wet hand, sorry. You're still doing maintenance? Dude. It's at least 11, right?
Yep.
What's Steven at? He's in Central, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, that's got to be Central Time Zone.
Yeah.
That's great.
So how many pistos have I seen in Peru? I've seen in the aquaculture, in the exporters, I've seen about 10, but caught them or have them been brought to me only about 7 or 8 species. We breed a Pisto Alto Tapichi on site, and then we're trying to breed another one right now, but not that many.
I wish I could keep a Pistos. Those are one of my visually favorite cichlids. If I'm not going to go with the big boys, man, they are gorgeous. But I have tried twice, and both times, much like rams, I cannot keep them. I don't know
what's your water like.
It's hard. It's really hard.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You need to find someone who breeds them in your area, so they're used to your water.
Right. And so far I haven't been able to do that. So anyway, I mean, eventually I'll move to Tennessee and hopefully the water. Where's Nancy? Is Nancy still in the house? Nancy. Calling all Nancys. Nancy from Tennessee. Is the water hard or soft?
Where you are at,
Probably hard because it's
yeah.
coming out of the mountains, right?
Whip's water is thick. That's what Zan said.
Yeah, my water sucks. Plus, it's got all kinds of crap in it that shouldn't be there.
Yep.
They can do all that later, but the length is important, and you're a tall one. Yeah, but I mean, it's not like they're going to run out of material. Anything goes. I still need to schedule my fitting. I don't have an excuse, just incompetence. No, it's not incompetence, Stephen. It's not like the place is going anywhere. Suspenders whip. Yeah, baby.
That's right. You can snap them,
Zenny says midnight's the best time for maintenance. I don't know that I agree with that. I'm totally sober when I normally do my stuff, and I still screw up. I can only imagine what would happen at this time of night. Tomorrow I'll be up till 4 or 5 a.m. Why? Dude, why? Don't you? Tomorrow is Friday, right? Why would you be up that early or up that late? You know what I mean. Jake took over again.
I need to find some really nice looking German blue rams. All that I can find here are balloons.
That's no good.
And, very washed out looking German blues. Just don't find the stunning ones anymore. Too many people want to breed the blacks or the blues. They're just washed out colors.
Oh, okay. You locked up just, at least on my end, you locked up for a second there. So. You were like,
oh.
Oh, Cat House likes the Apistos too.
Yeah, I like Apistos.
Man, they are so pretty. Even like the really common ones, like the double red.
See, I'm a purist at heart. I like the wild stuff better than the captive bred colors. Double red cacatoides. They're beautiful, but I prefer just the wild type colors. For certain fish. Guppies, of course, you don't want wild type colors, even though I do have, wild guppies at home. But, there are some fish that I have more appreciation for when they're the wild types.
I get that, but that is probably not me. I don't think I have anything that's just like you would catch it out of the wild. Maybe the jaguar.
Mm-hmm.
But even my Oscars, like a chili red, it's
Yep.
I don't know. The Feste, I don't even know if they are found in the wild. That might be a completely man-made fish.
Yeah, Rack, we can collect
the red terror.
Yeah, wild guppies there too. And GRB, German blue rams are considered manufactured. The wild ones are really washed out looking. And Xanadu, like you, I miss redfish, bluefish. They had some great looking fish. I'd get long fin neons from them.
Is that the place that Joey got his from DIY?
I
He was
don't
always
know.
talking about a place.
I know Dan's Fish also carries them, I think.
Kalish says, "Whip, just get an RO."
Yeah.
That's easier said than done. Yes, I could get an RO. And maybe it's easier than I anticipate, but I have 150, 210, 150, 120, 90, 130, and eventually 165 I don't know if an RO system is going to be able to generate enough water.
Well, you get a 300 gallon unit a day unit. Then in that 300 to 500 gallons.
And then what? Just kind of split up your water changes or whatever.
Yeah.
And then how do you heat it? I mean, how do you get it to temp?
So
And how do you pump it from the reservoir to the
I
tanks?
would in California. I had the reservoir inside my fish room, and so I would, it would be heated up by the fish room itself.
Okay, so my issue with that is this right here. I have toyed with the idea
of putting one in that area there. Yeah.
of heating the fish room.
Oh, okay.
But I have a feeling my heat would go right.
Yeah. But how cold is the room without, if it was ambient temperature, what would the water be?
68-ish probably.
And what do you run your tanks at?
78. So it just needs to go up 10 degrees.
But if you're only, let's say you only do 10% a week, that's not going to do much to your water temperature.
No, 10% wouldn't. But like my 210, I do a roughly 70.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Twice a week. Just because my nitrates coming out of although I wouldn't have to do that.
Yeah.
So maybe that would have to I could change that. But right now, my nitrates come out of the tap. If I test my nitrates, certain times of the year, it'll come out blood red, like it's in the hundreds coming right out of the tap. So I don't even drink the water. That's why I have this. And
have you ever thought about putting like even a carbon filter right?
That's what Jason from Primetime told me to do. Is he said just put a carbon filter on there.
Yeah.
I'm like, but where? Where does that go? I mean, where do I just do the whole house, or do I just?
Where do you get your water from? Where's the line that you get your water from?
It's behind us here in this.
Okay, is there a outside spigot on it, or how?
It's just it's a regular what do they call those sinks in the basement? The big tub sink.
Yeah. But what's the water? So the water's coming out of the faucet. Is there a connection you can put on the faucet?
Maybe. I mean, that's where I hook up my Python.
Is it screwed on?
Yeah.
Okay, just screw on the Python hose, cut it off, put another connector on, go into a carbon filter from Home Depot, $30, and then come out the other side with another connector.
You make it sound easy, and yet I've been dealing with it for 5 or 8 years now. Because I'm like, before, I mean, I've been here for 25 years, but I've only tested for nitrates, nitrites, and ammonia my whole life. I don't care about pH. I don't care about hardness, because the fish will either live or they won't.
It is what it is. You can't do
right. I am not the guy that's going to be chasing my parameters. I am just not. I am not that dude. So, I just never tested for it. But in the last, I don't know, 5 years anyway, I've been actually fairly curious to what is the hardness of my water, and I test it, and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, it's like 9 or whatever. It's super high. And what's neutral? 7.
7.
Yeah, it's way above that.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm like. Oh, well, that explains why I can't keep platies or mollies or
mollies are hard water fish.
Oh yeah, I can't keep them for a month. if I buy a molly and I put it in my my small South American tank,
Uh-huh.
inside a month their fins are clamped to their body and they're dead.
Mm.
I mean, it's just happens like that.
So by the way, they're making fun of you in chat, but it's called a utility sink.
Utility, yes, I knew that. See, but sometimes my brain doesn't work. People, I have taken a lot of blows to the head.
And besides the one his wife got him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a whole different space. I did 11 years of football. I did 7 years of combat martial arts. I did like 18 years of being a guy that didn't take crap from anybody, and I ended up in fights all the time. I've taken a lot of blows to the head. So what is Cheryl saying here? I am struggling. Apistos are amazing. Looking to expand my species variants. I have sometime in this year. Oh, she's only got 2 this so far though.
Well, I'm probably going to bring back from Peru this year maybe 5 or 6 species.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep trying. Maybe one of them will catch. And like you said, if I can find somebody local, that's the way to go.
Yeah. I'm sure there are. You know, Chicago is a bastion of fish clubs. You know, there's a lot of big fish clubs around there.
Yeah, that's one of the few things I'm going to miss. Although I guess there's some in Tennessee, but I love the fact that I can go to 3 major.
Yeah.
Between the Quad Cities and down in Joliet and then up in Northbrook. Now, none of them are close to me.
And the Killy Club. I mean, you know, if you ever wanted to keep Killies, there's the huge Killy Club in Chicago. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. But like I've got, I can't see it anymore because it's getting late and the lights are gone off. But I have 12. She's talking about species of Apisto. I have 12 different kinds of cory cats in there. Just because I'm like, I love cory cats, even though I'm a big sickly guy. The little cory cats, when they're all just kind of doing their thing, they're fun to watch. It's one of the only things that keep me over there. Because there's a Akara, but Akara are they just kind of sit there. They're like angelfish. They just yep, we're right here. That's all we're gonna do. I see you.
Well, Mickey M or Mickham,
Mickham.
Just come to the research center.
Yeah, go down there, man. You should totally go down there.
You know, you and Dr. Thomas, he's probably going to come again this summer. He's a cory guy. He works on cory venom.
Foxy's putting the pressure on me. September is popular. September? You know how far away September is?
Well, you know, they're going to run out.
Yeah, they're going to run. They're going
to have to order from the gigantic man store.
Did you catch this one? Did you already answer this one?
I have a group of rainbow cichlids, Hydrotilapia, and a 125 good tank mates. Oh, you know, how about some, what are those tetras called? Congo tetras. Because they tend to be upper water area. I like Congo tetras. I would like to have a riverine tank of Congo tetras.
Are they from the same water type?
No.
Type. I'm not talking same continent.
They're from Africa. Yeah. But true rainbow cichlids are pretty fish.
What? I don't know what you're talking about there, Wendy. Austin Burke. Were we talking about something where we needed his name? Maybe somebody else was. Whip, I keep nearly the same hours as Zen on the weekends. Well, all right. But this isn't the weekend. Friday isn't the weekend. Aren't you working Fridays? Or are you like me and got Fridays off? Did you see they
They
moved
moved.
the Quad City swap to the East Moline? No. What? Are you for real? I almost cursed. Are you for real?
See you, Hagen.
Hagen, you can't leave yet. Wait. Come back. I'll know if you left. I'd get more pistos. I'd get more pistos if I could find the good ones.
Well, Xanadu, email me.
Yeah. Talk to the doc, man.
Yeah.
You got direct contact, right, with the guy that can get you some. We keep wild goldfish.
Which are called carp.
He's got the jokes. Okay, cool. Thank you. I don't know what he was thinking, but you're welcome, GRB. I have an RO just for my apistos. No whip. That's one fish, two fish. Oh,
You're
yes.
counting
Thank
all
you,
your tank.
Hagen. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. All right, I got you. Yeah. Mel's back. What did I miss? You missed Dr. Anthony was on a pole.
Yeah, man,
Which was weird.
Yep. I was doing some pole dancing.
I bet
pole
Whip
back
would
here,
have
you know,
to replace the RO membrane monthly between all the gallons of water. Well, you know what? If I didn't have to do it all the time, maybe I wouldn't. I don't know how that would work. But my water here sucks. I mean, coming out of the ground, it's not good. Too bad red fish, blue fish closed.
There's a
I didn't
story
realize.
it was
I
a
didn't
story
know
in
they had
Washington
closed.
State. It was they had a lot of spectacular looking fish.
I've heard nothing but good things about them.
Yep. Yeah, they were good.
Whip, that is no excuse. Richard has over 1,500 gallons and he uses RO for everything. He just adds back to make hard water. He just adds back to add hard water.
Well, the wastewater. And you can use the wastewater. A lot of people use the wastewater for African cichlids.
Yes, and Xanadu, he does. And maybe it just like the epiphany. Maybe I wouldn't have to do as big or as many water changes if I had RO. But I was thinking, Jesus, I mean, if I'm doing as many water changes then as I am now, I would need a ton of RO. I mean, just so much RO.
What about collecting rainwater?
I never thought about doing that. Wonder if that's even possible. I'd definitely have to test it, but I would imagine it'd be all right. I live very close to a nuclear plant, though. Yeah. My RO gonna fill up and IBC.
So.
Oh, and I bet that's missed whoops a daisy. I drop a heater in my water reservoir. See, now that's an idea, but if it's a 300, yeah, that would still work. What'd you say that they do? About 300 to 500 gallons?
Yeah, this one unit that I buy. Yeah, from Abundant Flow is the website.
See, these are things I'm going to have to really start seriously considering because I am tired of dealing with this.
I've been buying from Abundant Flow forever.
You want to? I mean, ah,
Don't know. Not much is known about the Amayas there.
this is
Mickham.
what I use to get my RO,
Yeah.
and I am not toting 47 of these things around to do my water changes. So, but I use that on my 35 gallon. It works for the 35 because it's easy enough. Dr. A, pisto blah blah plus blah blah are partly or semi mouth brooding species. I think that's the question.
Yes, and
Did
I
you already answer
answered it.
that?
I answered it, Whip.
Okay, so I'm going to move on.
So was Whip. Whip was a little distracted too.
Apparently. I was distracted posting, making shorts, but alas, I am back now and I can continue. Woohoo!
See, this is when they're making fun of you. The utility sink. He said, "Don't worry,
Yeah.
he won't get to it for 15 minutes." And you're right.
Right. I'm going to start going with whatever autocorrect changes you do. Little suspension. Dee Dee, fish command. Dee Dee won't read this. Dee Dee, he won't read it. You guys better stop making fun of me. We need to chat. Uh-oh.
So you're only 12 minutes behind. Let's see. Yeah, that's not bad.
It's not horrible. So yes, Kalish, you have my number. Call me.
Sheesh. Man, you give it to anybody, don't you?
I don't like give it to anybody. I even give it to you.
I don't have your number. That's why you could never contact me.
Explode.
Didn't
You know
even
what?
know
We are out of time.
Didn't even know that I was subscribed to your Whips World Facebook.
15 minutes is very optimistic. Hey,
He was only 12. I mean, so
Nancy's always giving me shit.
Give him the benefit.
You know, if she wasn't so cool, I'd take offense. Mickham says, out of my two Impara,
it's Amaya.
One is a medium-sized male, the other is a smaller. No idea what gender. I may need to order 2 more to see if I get 100% female. And what do those run you, Mickham? Because I know Mickham, you're overseas, aren't you?
Yeah, they're
aren't you out in the UK?
That's the only place you can buy them, I think. Because I think what's the big importer there in Germany? I'm subscribed to them on Facebook, but they brought some in. No, I don't have your number, Kalish. Unless your number is 8675309.
See, all right. You want to get real right now?
Get real. Glad
the first time I saw you, I was like, man,
this guy's a jerk.
He's kind of harsh. He's so serious all the time. And little did I know, you weren't. You were just being.
I was trying to be professional when I first started out. Now it's too late. Oh, did he die on us? Or did I? Did I go out?
No, there we go. All right, okay. We're back. Sorry about that. My internet sometimes gets wonky.
It's like when I'm in Peru.
Yeah, but this is different because we pay for like high-end internet here because my wife works from home, and it does that still to me every now and again. But I am not hooked up. She's hooked up right
Yeah. She has
to the mother nipple. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So, and I'm Wi-Fi in it.
Yeah. When I go into my little fish room, it has the bubble wrap type insulation that's aluminum foil on both sides, and I have that all over the room and the ceiling. So I go in there, it's like a big Faraday cage. I don't get any signal whatsoever.
Oh no!
So yeah.
He, my thesis now is emerging. I need to move closer to Dr. A.
Yep. Yep. SC, once I retired, so did my professionalism. It was retired too.
Yeah. Well, but it started slipping even before that because I'm like, oh, you know what? Because I think I had gone up with you on a group, like there were 6 of
Yeah.
us, and I'm like, this guy's freaking funny. I had no idea you were as funny as you were.
Hey, don't. My wife would care to argue with that.
He's not funny. He's an
No,
asshole.
that's right. He's a jerk.
I am going through my water too fast.
Oh, just water, huh?
Yeah.
It's all clear, so water's water.
Water's water, right? So, indoor fish keeping or fish inside. I will never get your name right because I quit reading after the first word.
Indoor.
Fishing inside. That would be cool to go to the research. Oh man, dude.
We should have a group travel.
I talked early on. This is back when I still thought you had no sense of humor. I had won the opportunity to try to win the big prize.
Yes.
And I'm like, for those of you who don't know, I am allergic to like freaking everything as far as bugs go. And I'm like, I had actually talked to Dr. Anthony. I'm like, if I win, I don't even know if I can go because if I get bit by something, I could swell up and like die. And he's like, it's not as bad as they make it out to be.
You use your insecticide. There's some stuff my wife uses because she is she's a bug magnet, really, really badly.
Yeah, me too.
And some of them will make her swell, and we'll walk outside and she'll have 100 bugs and I won't have a bug on me, but there's some things we can, you do to prevent that. So it really isn't as bad. Stanley Tucci. Yeah. With my glasses. Those are my reading glasses like Stanley Tucci.
I got it. Foxy, not like
I agree.
your laugh lights up the room. It definitely helps people locate me. That is for sure. See, now, this is probably going to sound, no, it's not going to sound bad. I walked in, it might sound bad for me. I walked into the last time I went to the Quad City swap. They were there, but they had been moved, and they were in the center kind of, and they had moved them to like right by the front door. But I didn't go in the front door because it was cold, and I didn't want to stand up in the line. So I used my connection with Jason. Don't get mad at me, Jason. I used my connection with Jason. I said, because they tried to stop me. I went in through the actual hotel and I came back around through the building itself and I bypassed the line. And they're like, "Are you here with somebody?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm helping Jason and Joanna set up Primetime Aquatics." And they're like, "Oh, okay." And they wave me in, and I didn't realize that Pep had been and Foxanne had been moved, but I heard her. I'm like, "Oh, they're over there now," and they were right by the front door. And I think she told me that they had sold out. Foxanne, you'll have to, if you're still here, you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong. Was that the time when you had sold like all your axolotls before the doors even opened up to the public? You had sold them all?
That's a that's a good thing if they were able to do that.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm telling you, and the Quad City swap. I mean, people are usually happy with a couple hundred people coming through, and
Yeah.
the Quad City swap doesn't screw around. I mean, they have thousands. I
Wow.
think it's like two to 3,000 people usually come through there, and it's right now. I mean, when you first go in there, it's like this. You're trying to get in there to look to see what they got. No, it's not like that the whole 3 hours, but it is when you first walk in. It is crazy.
So it's like Black Friday sales. Everybody tries to get there at once to get the
Yep.
best deals, and
Right. Even though,
yep,
yeah, even though it's at the end of the show when you're really going to get the deals, but
yep. But you get the also ran stuff, the things that are left over.
right, correct. Yeah, the stuff that nobody wanted. Oh yeah, we'll give that away. I don't want that.
So Peplin says Quad City moved to 100,000 square foot venue.
Oh wow, they're gonna just bring it in.
Yeah. What time of year is that?
They do it 4 or 5. I think it's 5 times a year. And
Really?
they usually, yeah, they do it like they do a couple at the end of the. It's all bunched up together,
Mm-hmm.
but like there's like 3 at the end of the year and 2 at the beginning, or 2 at the end and 3 at the beginning. I think it's February, March, and then April, and then they take a break, and then it's like November and December. April, no, it might be 6. It might be October, November, December. January, February, April. Like they
What's her
take
name? What's her name of the group? Quad City.
Quad City Swap. It's run by,
Oh, that's right, the swap.
yeah, it's definitely a swap.
Yeah, I should look it up. And
It's a local pet store slash fish store that runs it out of that Davenport,
Davenport, Iowa.
Iowa. Yeah,
Next
town.
one is the April 6th.
Yep, and that's the one everybody's going to. I am so hoping that nothing goes sideways because I want to meet. If you've been on YouTube at all, you've seen Jody P in the last little bit. I haven't met her yet, and it'd be cool to meet her. Usually, Sketty Nona, if she's going to go, that would be the time to go. And of course, Pep and Foxanne are going to be there. Um, there's just a ton of Jason and Joanna are going to be there. Well, Jason will be. Depends on if sometimes Chicago likes to throw a wrench into the monkey, and they'll do the GCCA at the same time. So then Joanna usually does the GCCA in Northbrook, and Jason goes out to Iowa.
So Skull's
So
going to be there as well.
no shit, I get to meet Skull. That is awesome. When River says bedtime, you listen. That's right. I'm sorry, you guys are long gone by now, but I'm gonna go say good night to the Hagen Hill Design. Yeah, 11:18. That was a long time ago. Mickham says rainwater. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. How do you collect enough? I don't know. I don't want to be cruel, Fox. Cured. I don't
Cured.
want to be cured.
You're always cruel there, Whip.
I can't be. What was she talking about, though? What cured of what? These are the questions. See, this is what happens. What happened when I skip ahead a little bit? If not allowed, just say you are
Doing it to save lives.
No, he add minerals back in the RO, create hard water. Zenny's yelling at me. See, now that was a long time ago. That was like 15 minutes ago, 16 minutes ago. Whip, just think of all the tanks that won't need calcium deposit below the water line. Yeah, but see, that's not really an issue for me because I don't let it get below the water line. Well, you know what? The cubeless or the frameless cube. It could be a thing. It could be a thing. Would you do RO in every tank or just a specific reason for? Well, Stephen, the thing is, I have the nitrates are so freaking high. Like they're in the hundreds sometimes, coming right out of the tap.
Well, but just do a few tanks like you want to have an Pisto. A couple pairs of Pisto, 20 long or something.
Well, and that's basically what I'm doing with the 35. I'm screwing around with that a little bit. Just I've never put my water, the whip water, into that tank, and they're doing fine. But there's nothing super sensitive in there. I wasn't sure, and I don't know. I have to look up. He didn't answer me today. Jason sold me like these little tiny blue cichlids from Lake Tanganyika, and they don't get very big. I'm like, so I bought 6 of them, and they were like, I don't know, $10 a piece, and I bought 6 of them. So it was a little pricey, but I'm like, man, I hope they don't die. So I just put them in that one right away because I knew they wouldn't live in this one. This is like Tanganyika too, but that's got fructose in it and a kelvis. So I'm like, well, the kelvis has a mouth on it, even though it's not a huge fish. It's got a huge mouth.
A huge mouth. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not.
Why didn't you do Ed and take a picture of it on your phone and show us on your phone?
Well, everything's all the lights are out.
Yeah, but before.
Oh, before, yeah. Well, that would take like pre-planning and stuff.
That's an Edism, we got to do an Ed.
Oh, we got to do an Ed, and we got to say fangers. You got to say fangers because this is technically right. Right.
Or Ewans.
Yins. Yeah, you got to do it right. Yins.
Yep, Ewans.
Then feed it sugar. Oh, I don't know what Mel's trying to feed, but feed it sugar, Mel. It's got a sweet tooth. Oh, Foxy, she's a funny one. And the best laugh in the world. Does anyone ever wonder if we do too much water changes? No, you cannot do too much unless you have not done a water change in a long time, and then you do a big water change, that's bad. But if you do them all the time, it's not bad.
Yep.
That must have been back when I was talking about the rainwater and the nuclear plant that's like literally out my front door. Hey, but that nuclear plant built a damn fine high school and really low taxes. indoor fishing inside has aqua ball epistos. Who are you talking to? I see you typing.
I I was looking up Quad City Swap. I like to go to the Quad City swap.
You should go at least once. Everybody should go at least once. Because I'm telling you what, and April 6th, if you got like a weekend to do nothing, you are retired after all.
Yeah, that weekend I'm supposed to go to the Seattle Aquarium Society's big swap.
That's way too far away.
That's 3 hours from me driving.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're way out there already.
Yeah, I'd have to fly out to Yuns for the Quad City.
Kalish, yes, exactly right. I had a lot of big bruising type fish in there. I had 2 Oscars, a pike, jaguar, Jack Dempsey. What else? I had a Salvini, 3 angelfish, 2 catfish, and a Pleco L47. Yeah, I know you're all shocked that it's an L47. I had a Texas in there. And so there was a lot of poop being generated in there. Plus, my water already sucked. So just to keep it as low as I possibly could, I would lower it halfway and then start filling it, but I would still keep draining it. But the fill was faster than the drain, so it eventually got back to the top. And 70% is just a guess, but I would say at least 70 was coming out of there every time I do it. And then she was saying, if you just adding the same levels back, then water, cleaner water, smaller water changes. Yeah, but that doesn't help me with the nitrates. The nitrates were just stupid freaking high. I can't keep them down because they're coming out of the tap high. I don't test my water, just change water kind of on a schedule. GRB. This is kind of what I do. It's all based on information I took 5, 8 years ago, which probably is wrong, but what I do is I usually test a ton early on, and then once I get it down to where it's a routine, I almost never test anymore, unless I want to see what it is coming out of the tap, because the tap changes a little bit, like in the spring and in the fall, when the farmers are dumping all kinds of chemical into my, onto their fields, and it's draining back into my well water. It's a little bit rough. But it kind of is. Yep, you're not wrong. I won't duck that. Did he? When did that happen? Whip World sent you a Quad City thing on Messenger. Okay, I will look for it. I don't have Facebook pulled up right now. And honestly, just to let you all know, Facebook is not a thing for me so much anymore. I mean, I use it to communicate a little bit, but I don't go on there very often anymore. Not because I have any kind of agenda one way or the other. Just YouTube takes up so much of my time. So if you have sent me friend requests or anything like that, it's nothing personal. I just haven't been over there. Usually when I go over there, it's a mess.
Take it
mask
personally,
like
y'all.
yeah, right. Or you can take it.
He doesn't care
Yeah.
about us. That's all there is to it. He doesn't have time for us now. For us lowly Facebook folks.
I used to be over there like daily, and now I post maybe once every couple of weeks. So did Kelly shame Scotty enough to order it? That it must have. It must have, because he did not want to do it. But once he starts using it, it was a group effort. I almost bought him one and sent it to him on the old because I have his address for a different thing I sent, or yeah, I sent it to him. I was like, maybe I'll just Amazon something to him. I'm glad you guys did it. You talked him into it before I had to spend $40 or whatever the hell it is. I don't know what you're noping.
You don't know what nice is.
Right? Dr. A retired, and so did his professionalism. Wow, I must be really behind. That was like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Mickham, the fact that you can order direct from AG is wow.
Aquarium Glacier.
Aquarium what?
Glacier.
Glacier?
Big importers in Europe. They usually get the best things.
Oh, that's what she's. So we can't, but he can.
He can, yeah.
Yeah. Now the drudging up Rick. I don't know, but even though I have no idea what that was referencing, the fact that you brought up Rick Springfield.
I was singing Jenny, who can I turn to? Which is not Rick Springfield, but we'll forgive, we'll forgive them. They're probably, that wasn't their time.
I hear Trump is offering free flights for many of ours. So yes, that is true. He is. Get him up, get him out. Screw the clash. Let's go to Peru. Well, Xanadu, not everyone has a passport. I do. I could go. But not everybody has a passport.
Then get a passport.
Yeah, right. Get a passport, people. Dude, we've been streaming a long freaking time.
Well,
we're over
2 hours and 12 minutes. Time flies when you're having a good time.
I guess. Yep, Kalish, I just need a larger home. Yeah, don't we all? Until you have to clean it, and then you're like, I don't need a place this big. Mikama, it's always amazing how the differences between available, popular in the US and Europe. Yep.
Well, I also like when I go give talks to clubs, I like to see what's popular in their area. You know what you see. You go to their auctions and see what the big ticket items there are compared to here in my clubs that I go to.
Like here, in Chicago, you cannot give away the Shellys, the little monkeys. Can't give them away because everybody. I mean, once you have them, I mean, you have them, and then you have more of them, and more of them, and more of them, and more of them, and they keep going to the swaps, and other people have more of them, and then more of them, more of them, and basically they are. They're like convicts, where nobody wants to pay any money for them anymore. Yep. So, but then you go to the OCA, and I saw them being sold at a fairly reasonable price, and I'm like, well, damn. I mean, it's just a matter of where you're at.
Yeah, where you're at. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Foxy says that was the first time I vended there. My monsters never last an hour. Oh yeah. So I believe it because they do allow. I could be wrong. I don't think I'm wrong because most of them do it. If you pay a little more, like they don't charge you at all to go into the Quad City swap. It's free. But I think if you're a member or if you pay extra, you can go in early. There's some kind of like an early bird thing. And I remember talking to her or Pep, one of the two, and they were like, "Yep, they're gone. We have none left." It wasn't even open yet. Like it opens at noon, and they were out. And I'm like, Jesus, that's pretty impressive.
What do they run there? I mean, how much is an oxalotl there?
You Foxy, I have no idea. I have no don't be mad at me, but I have zero interest in them personally. But $40, $30, I have no
Yeah,
idea.
I have no idea. There used to be a big group of oxalotl breeders here in the Portland area, and now there's maybe one or two. I think COVID hit them really bad.
Right. Plus the fact that I bet you it's very similar because oxalotls, based on what I've seen with Foxy, they have a huge spawns, right? I mean, as long as you separate them out.
Yep.
I mean, I would imagine they would flood the market pretty quick if you got one vendor in one spot for any length of time.
And they can get very cannibalistic too. So
right. Well, that's why you have to separate them. But quarterly-ish for Quad City. I think I need to go. Yes, you do, man. I would love to meet you too in person. I mean, I know I've known you for a long time, but I've never met you in person. You're not even that freaking far away. Maybe I'll just drive up to your house. I have your address now.
Here's looking up your address.
I can find anybody. That's one of the few good things about my job is I can dark web that shit.
Your job allows you to dark web?
It allows me to find people that don't want to be found. Nick them for sure. Makes sense. Does Quad City span multiple days? No, it's just Sunday. It's just a one-day deal. So it's not like the Clash where you can go there for 3. If Steven wanted to come up, he'd have to dedicate like a Saturday to Monday kind of thing. Probably. I mean, you could leave Sunday night if you wanted to. But I don't know how that would work out for you because you wouldn't be getting home until freaking like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. But you could do it. Peplin says 4 hours. 4 hours? What's 4 hours? I missed it. Oh, we'll figure
how far
it out.
it is for them, I think.
Oh, that could be. Even Steven's like 4 hours. We're like, what are you talking about? It's an hour 20 for me. Like, what's great about where I live, but also terrible because no matter where I go, it's always over an hour. But it's an hour 20 minutes that way to the Quad City. It's an hour 40 minutes that way to the Greenwater Aquarius Society, blah, blah, blah. And then the GCCA is an hour and 30 minutes that way. So I tend to hit those as often as I can. Nothing's here though. Like Rockford is a huge city, but I mean it's not huge. Let me back that up a little bit. It's over 100,000 people. It's the third largest city in Illinois. Nothing. There's nothing here. clean tarp, and a rain barrel. Use your inner MacGyver.
To get water.
Yeah, I know. She's shaming me. I don't like the fact that Zenny is shaming me. I can sleep in my Suburban. Where, where are you going? What did I miss? Oh, you're going to you're going to the other place. And then Doctor answered a couple of the checks breed. Some great
Some
fish.
great looking fish. Yep.
Stephen P for the Clash. Oh yeah. We'll sell out in 4 hours. Yeah, but you're not there for 4 hours, right? It's noon to 3, right? Yep. Pretty sure. Or is it? Yeah, it's noon to 3. Right. You're doing it wrong. You gotta wake up at the last freaking possible second and then like move like your ass is on fire. If it ever rained here. So GRB is having some rain issues. Are there nitrates causing problems, Phil? See, that is the question. I've never had a fish that has passed and diagnosed, but there are times when I'm like, it had to be something because nothing changed here. Like, I'll do a big water change, the same as I do every week. And then randomly, like everything, like half the fish in the tank died. And I'm like, what happened? So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that because I don't. I test it, but I don't know what I'm even looking at most of the time. Next week I have some rare Tanganyikan cichlids coming from Ohio. Where are you getting them from there? You're probably gone. But George, if you're still here, where are you getting them from? Who are you getting them from? And Pep, he ain't kidding. The Quad City, when they opened up the doors, it's freaking crazy. I got in early because I was a jerk and I kind of cut the line. But I wasn't looking to buy anything. I was just in there. I was shooting the shit and whatnot.
So did you buy anything at all?
Usually I buy stuff, but I don't like I'll pre-buy from Jason and Joanna. I'll buy stuff from them and I'll just kind of walk around and see what everybody else has.
Because they're your friends.
They are my friends. But I only have 12 tanks. There's only so many fish I can get. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can't keep buying these little guys because eventually I put them in the tank and then they get ate. For the most part, though, like if I can find when I come across a Cory, I get a Cory every time, or 3 or 5 or 6 if I can get them. Like, I don't know how many Corys are in my 75, but there's got to be a ton. But they don't breed because I don't actively try to breed them.
And the water's too hard anyway.
And it's too hard. You're right. It's too hard. And there's a cara in there. There's bigger fish. There's a fire eel in there that doesn't need to be in there, but my 150 that is supposed to be my Asian tank is leaking, so they had to go somewhere. So anytime there's eggs or babies, I'm sure they're getting gobbled up as fast as they come out. But yeah, as far as the adults go, there's a lot of Cory cats in there. And I'm going to keep getting more of them too. Sounds very people-y. Yes, it's very people-y, Stephen. The good thing about it is, though, they're not jerks for the most part. I haven't really run into anybody that's a jerk. There's people that are like talky, if that's a word. Like they get overly talky, and then they're like, and you're standing there like, all right, dude, freaking move on. So I get you've been there for 20 minutes. But other than that, it's not too horrible. There was a dude that we met there outside in, and Brandon and I and a couple other dudes met up at a restaurant. We ate breakfast and then we went. And his goal was to buy up as many fish as he could because he was taking them back to a pet store or something, a fish store. And he wasn't like a jerk or anything, but he was very, how do you put it?
Aggressive?
He was, yes, he had a very aggressive personality where he was like, this is what I want to do, this and this is what I'm going to do. And sometimes, if you're in the wrong situation, like I knew what he was doing, so it didn't bother me that time. But I could see where had he presented himself like that to me any other time, I would have been like, I might have to get physical with you, and not in a good way. Most or many here have above ground 1,000-gallon storage tanks. Holy crap!
Yeah, to collect the rainwater.
Oh, we're still. Jesus, I'm so far behind. Epistogramus.
So at Alto Lamprologus compressiceps sumba
Oh,
shell.
yeah. Thank
That's
you.
what he
Because I can't say that.
From what? Blue Chip Aquatics.
And what is he talking about? He
bought these fish from a place called Blue Chip Aquatics.
Oh, okay. Oh, did Ed? You know that's right, Kalish. And Skipper. Don't forget Skipper because I took up both their slots. And that's not in a good way either. I'm lazy and I go weeks without water. Dude. Wrong.
LRB doesn't do it at all. No water changes whatsoever.
Yeah, but he has like 3 fish in a 200-gallon tank. Whoops World. April Quad City Swap is Brian's birthday. Yes, I know that. We are all going to dinner the night before. And you know what? I want to say I will definitely be there, but I can't say that for sure because you never freaking know. But that is my plan. I want to buy Brian a shot of whatever his favorite drink is,
Orange
whether
juice.
it's alcohol or not. Yeah, well, I don't care what it is. I'll buy him a shot of whatever. It could be iced tea. I don't care. Nothing better than fish than a good water change. Nothing better for fish. Yeah, except for some people don't believe in it. Go get some spill water. Well, that goes right into the river. The Rock River. That should tell you what our water is like. The Rock River. Does your Salvini? Unfortunately, I lost my Salvini buddy, but he was awesome. It was definitely a he because it didn't color up. Like if you guys are familiar with Ben Ochart, he's got a female that is just freaking gorgeous, but mine wasn't. Mine didn't look like that. And yes, it was not as mean as people make it out to be. I never had an issue with her or him being a jerk. Although maybe if it was a girl, she would have. But the females, I definitely got it, and I got a female intentionally. I bought a female red terror just to see what she colors up to be. Hey, Kreger's back.
Well, that was 20 minutes ago. So
Yeah, right. He might be gone by now. 43. Good Lord. You guys, if you had anything important to say it again. I am just gonna go right to the bottom. Sorry. I apologize. Honestly, just say it again if you want me to read what you had.
I don't think anything too important has come up. I haven't seen much. So
Okay. I'm glad somebody's reading.
yeah, I'm reading. Yeah. That's why I got my Stanley Tucci glasses on to
Oh,
read.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Flint, Michigan, trying to get rid of some water.
Some
I hear.
their water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have they
Right.
fixed that at all? I mean, I haven't heard anything about
Yes,
their water lately.
it's better, but I mean, I'm sure it's not great, but it's
Yeah.
better than it was.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you make national news.
Yep.
I get stressed out when I went behind in chat. Dude, it happens so fast. I like get to the bottom, and then the next thing I know, I'm 20 minutes behind. How does that happen? And Zenny says, but we solved all the world's problems in the
That's
last
right.
20 minutes. I guess you'll never know. Well, I'll know later when I go back. Because like Ed, I often go back and read or listen to the stream to see what an idiot I was.
See what you missed, huh?
Yeah, and to see what I missed, but mostly just to see what kind of idiot I was. I was on OFR's channel during the OCA the Friday of. I went over there. I because I know Rich, so don't take that like I know Rich, but I know him. I know him well enough where I called him up and I said, "Hey, man, do you mind if I bring some people over?" And he's like, "Yeah, bring them over." So I brought in Jeremy from Aquarium Domain, and I brought Ben Ochart over there. We were screwing around just watching all the different tanks he had, because this was before he tore everything up. And that night he's like, "Well, just why don't you just hang around and you guys can go up on the live stream with us." So I'm like, all right, whatever. But while we're there, of course, I had like I don't know, 8, 10, 12, 15 beers. Like, oh my God. And I rewatched that stream and I'm like, oh.
You thought you were so lucid and said everything perfect, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I'm funny as a son bitch. I killed it. And then I rewatched it. I'm like, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
CC says, I never go listen back to streams. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. It's probably a good idea. Zenny says, I'm not sure that's the flex you think it is anyway. Yeah, right. Right. You know what, though? If you know people, whether other people like them or not.
It's not dropping names if you actually know them.
Right. That's kind of what I figure. I mean, like I told, oh my God, I've already forgotten his name. Whoever was saying like they overcharge over at OFR. I'm like, no, they really don't. I mean, he damn near gave he gave me all kinds of stuff. He gave me heaters. I forgot even to mention that. He gave me all kinds of crap that was damn near brand new.
You're his buddy.
But after the fact, I mean, I sat with him at Aquashella, Chicago last year. And we were just talking back and forth the whole time. He's sneaking vodka the whole time. that dude, he's a trip. But I like him. But I like almost everybody. There's almost nobody I don't dislike.
Well, you didn't like me first. You thought I was a jerk.
Yeah, but I still liked you. Otherwise, I wouldn't have stuck around.
Okay.
I didn't think you were a jerk. I never said that.
I know it's a joke.
I just didn't think you were. You were so serious all the time. I'm like, damn, I don't know if I can even hang with this dude. He's gonna be.
Yeah, my students either hated me or liked me. There was really not many in between.
No.
Yep.
Before I get too far, do any dancing, Whip? Was I dancing just now?
No, when you were on OFR stream because you had so many beers.
Oh, no, none of that. Nothing like that. I wore no chandeliers for hats or anything like that. I just, yeah. The things I think are funny when I'm drunk are really not very funny. And I may or may not have tried to kiss Big Rich. And not in a weird way.
Yeah, sure. Just because he's your brother. I mean, you guys, if you squint your eyes, you guys kind of, got the hair,
Yeah, right. Right.
It's not a mullet like his, but
Oh, Dennis is leaving. Dennis, did I
yeah.
miss you? God dang it. I hope I didn't miss you. I hope you get to say goodbye. Goodbye, Dennis.
No, he's passed.
He's long gone.
Yep.
He's not passed. Don't say that. I was there, so I don't need to watch it. Yeah, right. All right. If I listened back, I'd never stream again. Stephen, the
Myrtle.
The Myrtle stream is the one stream I've never watched. Jenny, I totally get that. I have two streams I have in the hopper. It has nothing to do with fish, but you guys know I lost mom and my kid pretty, bang bang, kind of thing, and both of them were recorded and sent to me, and I'm like, I cannot watch that. That's brutal. Is there not a weird way? It was a brotherly love type of, kind of thing. It wasn't like I was trying to Frenchie him or anything. That Ed Holiday dancing clip is, right?
I don't know. I've never seen that.
How can you not have seen that?
I don't know. I don't think I've seen that.
Oh my goodness. It's classic.
Go back and look at it.
It's like a 35-year-old Ed that's but he starts off and then he slows it way down. Like he puts it in slow-mo. He's like, oh. And then you were fine. Zen, you were fine. I mean, not that you need to go back and watch it, but amen about that. Yeah. You all were fine. There was nothing about that you need to worry about if you were to go back and look at it. And on that note, that's it. I'm at the bottom and it's staying at the bottom.
That's right. No one said anything else.
Way to throw a wrench in the monkey.
I know.
Jesus. I lost like 50 people. Death. You got to love it. Anywho, I suppose we could go. I can let you go. What is it now? Like 9:30 for you? 10:30?
Yeah, about 9:30. Yeah.
I can't even read the freaking clock on my computer.
Let's say about 9:30. That's good.
No want to hear my voice. Oh, your voice is fine, kid. What are you talking about?
But no one likes to hear their own voice back because the voice we hear is nothing like what everybody else hears.
That is true. I hate my voice. I mean,
me too.
I'm 6'5", 240 pounds, and I'm like,
you sound like Mickey Mouse.
I get that. Well, And one more is still here. Hey, look at that, saying something
Yeah.
else. And yes, way to bring the room down, Zen. Gah! I've done that a time or three. I'm not going to lie. You know, much love to y'all, fishy friends. All right. Well, I guess, Doc, if you're ready, I'm ready, I guess.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
ready anytime you are.
All right. I know I've probably ate up way more time than you were anticipating. It was supposed to be an hour, and we went 2
2
hours and
hours and
40
40
minutes.
minutes. Yep.
Hey, but I got watch hours.
Hey, we got a question from GRB though.
Oh, well, let's answer this before we go.
No, it's right. Yep.
I can't seem to click on it.
See if you can read that there, Whip.
Does anybody need to use a torch flashlight to view fry at all?
All depends how small they are.
Yeah, I would imagine. Like like I just had baby petricola, and they were so tiny. I didn't even know there was as many as there were. But I didn't use a flashlight. I could see
Yeah.
them.
No, when I if I'm breeding bettas, they're so tiny, and I breed them in black water, so they're even harder to see.
Jenny says we need to go another 20 minutes. Are you good for
Made
another
it
20?
even 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
might as well. I
Yep.
don't know if I got another 20 minutes of conversation in me, but I can tell. Hey, Jenny Lynn, thanks, guys. I'm surprised you're still here. Jenny Lynn, her and Bruiser, they have some serious reptile love as well. I don't know if she's ever planning on going back up on Bob Kaler's uh, stream, but she had quite the array of of different creatures living under her roof. That
Is
was
Bob
quite.
still? He's still YouTubing?
Yeah, he. I'm on his stream on Sunday nights at.
Oh, okay.
Usually goes at 6. He goes at 7 Central, so it'd be 8 Eastern. Bettas and paradise fish are so small. Well, paradise fish are for sure. Bettas aren't that small.
The babies? Oh yeah.
Oh, babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the Grommy babies,
Oh.
the anabantoid babies are tiny, tiny.
Betta fry. Ha ha. So small. I've never bred any of that. No idea. Hoping to go back with Bob soon. My schedule is just crazy. Yeah, that's what he keeps saying. He says you're just working your ass off. But it'd be cool to see what else you got going on over there. Medaka fry, that's what I was told to try to breed for OCA.
Yeah.
Doc, I don't know how much Ed has talked to you about it, but he wants to try to get together and do a room
Yep.
and sell things.
Yep.
So I don't know if you're in on that or not, but a lot of people told me to try Medaka fry, which is fine. I mean, I can try that.
Ed never invites me anywhere, so.
Well, I'm inviting you, so that's all
No,
that
no,
matters.
you're not. You're giving me a pity invite.
I am officially inviting the doctor to join us, unless you don't make it. But it sounds like you're making it.
Yeah, I wanted. That's one show. I just love that show. So yeah. Yep.
We have some additions since the last time. Yeah, I figured so. You don't seem like the type of reptile keeper that would just stay put on what you have. Swimming eyes. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to keep going.
That's
Or I'm
how
going to
small
pause
the
it.
fry are. You only look for their eyes.
Oh, see, that's what happens. I would have known that if I had ever bred anything in my life on purpose. Just one more. I've done paradise.
But as anabantoids,
Is that different than paradise?
Well, they're in the same family. That's the family or the group they belong to, anabantoids.
Cece says, I breed Medaka. I love them so much. Hey, Bootsy. Of course, Bootsy shows up at the very tail end. Another West Coaster, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Oregon.
Oregon. Yeah, she's by
Oregon.
Kenny E, right?
But you could also say by me because I'm in the same place.
I don't know where you're at.
I'm in the Portland area too.
Oh, well, okay. Now I know that.
Okay.
We'll see if I remember that. I know you're down there somewhere. That's all I know.
Yep, I'm down here, down in the dumps here. Yep.
That's why we've always called them. That's what we've always called them. That's what we've always called them. Bootsy, hey Xanadu, Rachel, yep. Hey Zen, and I'm at the bottom. I have Betta. I have Paradise Fish and Croaking Gourami Fry at the moment. That's why I'm asking about flashlights. Cannot see.
I get just a little. Well, I know they don't have Harbor Freight there, but the little cheap old $2 punch lights. I mean, you want something small.
What does the flashlight do for you though?
So you
do
can
they only come out at night?
No, so you can see the fry because it'll reflect. The light will reflect off their eyes and stuff.
Oh, see, I learned something. We'll see if I retain it, but I learned it right now.
But it also makes it so it's a little bit more visible.
I think it's because I can see the fry of my petricola, with my naked eye.
Yeah.
I tried to take a picture of them. That was going to be my thumbnail. Just 100 different petricola in there. The camera literally would not pick it up. I mean, it just looked like gravel. It looked like I was taking a picture of a gravel bed. I'm like, what is happening? So I gave up. When do we get a grilling hangout stream with Dr. A, Kenny, and Danny, Alex?
Alex.
Right. I've just like made your name super famous there. Who else?
Who else in the area?
Over there? Well, you got Corey, of course, and then.
But they're in Washington,
I thought we were just going West Coast.
No.
Steam Font.
Bob. Yep, Bob's in the area. There's someone who used to come on lives all the time, and I forgot his name now. Coral Works is in the area.
Yeah, he's around. Yep. Coral. Yep. Bootsy, are you coming? Are you coming to the Clash? Tell me you're coming to the Clash.
She's coming to Fishtoberfest.
No, she can walk to Fishtoberfest.
Yeah, PNW Ryan.
Oh, yeah. And Annette. I forgot about Annette. How do you forget about Annette?
But Annette's in Washington too. Well, PNW Ryan he lives in Washington, but he's
willing to travel.
Whatever that's called. Kenny, can you bring some fermented fish to eat?
Oh, that would be super sweet. I don't know if you guys saw that, but let me see if I can find my cursor. My cursor is messing with me lately. I sure hope you.
Okay.
I sure hope you get to make it because I know I met you the one year that you came down, but I was pretty overwhelmed that first year as far as the amount of people that were there. Not that I am not one of those guys that like shy away from crowds or anything like that. But I kind of try. I kind of tend to hang out with the people I know, which meant I was hanging with Ed and Rico and those guys most of the time, and I kind of neglect like Mike. I'm gonna forget his real name, his show name. Bottom of the chat, but what was it before that? Anyway, Mike was there that first year I went, and I'm like, that was our interaction. Yo.
So speaking of Rico, he live streamed the other day. I didn't even get notice of it. I only saw it after the fact.
So that was your first year too, Rachel? Because it was my first year, and it was just there were so many. I don't know. I'm not great with meeting new people.
You were overstimulated.
I was overstimulated for sure. There was too much coming at me at the same time, and I gravitated to the people I knew, and but I know I met you. You were introduced to me, and then you never were around again. So our paths were just not in alignment. But it would be cool to hang out with you and Zenny. I believe Zenny's going, right, Zenny? Or you're trying to? That would be cool. And I think Killer Kitty, who is not here tonight, but she's looking to go if she can. But it's all work-based. Doctor, if you could make it to that one, I mean, really, that is the one you want to go to. I know you want to go to the OCA, and the OCA is cool, but if you want to meet people that you interact with,
why do I want to meet people?
Oh, you know,
I hate people.
You do not. That's me. Yeah, it was awesome. Oh yeah, I read that already. Oh shit, people keep talking.
So
I miss Rico streams. Yeah, Rico's. And I know I'm talking out of turn, but he's struggling. He's battling some demons. So if you guys want to send him some love, I'm sure he would appreciate it. So. He seems pretty good the last couple of days. When did he stream? Yesterday? When did he stream?
Maybe yesterday.
It was either yesterday or the day before, right? And he seemed pretty good. So I was happy to see him do his thing. Because I've talked to some of the people I'm closer to here. And that makes it sound weird, but I mean, it's just like people I talk to more often than I talk to other people. I don't use the love word that often. Love is a tough word to use for me because I love my kids and I love my wife and I love my dad and I love my sister. But to say that I love everybody, that's hard because it means something to me, and I don't want it to just sound like I'm throwing it out there. It's like a band that goes up, oh, you guys are the best city in the world, and they say that every freaking show, I don't want to be that guy. So, but I just definitely love that dude. Rico's one of my besties, I love that guy. Clashing up. This seems to be the worst year to go for my first clash. Why is that, CC? Just because there's so many of us? There's too many of us. There's too many YouTubers there. I can't go. Getting there a day or so early helped me a lot. Yes. See, now my first time there, it was a train wreck right from the get-go. We were going up. I was going to work the full day. So I worked a 10-hour day, got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, worked a full 10-hour day, went to leave, ran over my phone. And I was supposed to pick up Misfit, who you may or may not remember, in Ohio somewhere. And all his contact information is on that phone. I ran it over with my pickup because I had opened my car door, my truck door. 2 phones fell out. I picked up one. And then when somebody had to leave, I backed up. And when I backed up, I backed over my phone, not realizing it. And then one of the guys that were standing around said, "Hey, who's this?" And I'm looking around going, shit, that's mine. And about 30 minutes later, it was dead in the water because, you can't run a 2,000-pound truck over top of a phone. It doesn't work so good.
You can't?
No, it's not good. I'm telling you right now, people, don't do it. And so I had to go through Discord, trying to go through another person, trying to get all the Misfit to let them know I'm coming, but you need to call this number now because that phone number is dead. And so I drove 16 hours to get there after working 10 hours a day. And yeah. And then I'm meeting people and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm sure it went over well. So, but by Sunday, I was good.
The last hour of the show, you're really good.
Huh? Right. Steven, yeah, but I have so many people I want to meet and hang out with. And who knows if this will be my only event for the 6 years. You better not be, Zenny. God dang it. You better start showing up a little bit more often. You're as elusive as a doc, only the docket comes up on a stream now and again.
Elusive. No one's ever called me elusive before.
That way, I had already met a few people before I got crazy. Yes. Spread it out over multiple years. I'm only allowed to meet 4 of you at a time.
4 a day. That's the max.
Yeah, that's the best I can do. Yep. The Clash will be my 3rd ever fish event. I currently have only 1 under my belt. So where are you going in between? Obviously, if you've only got 1 and it'll be your 3rd, there's a 2nd in there somewhere. Zenny, all I know is if you show up, you are going to get a bear crushing hug from me. And I don't care what you say. It's happening. It's going to happen. Unless you say, don't do that, because then I won't. Hey, I had all newcomer excitement and bought VIP tickets in 2019.
COVID.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Damn it. The Clash will be great. Oh, 1 more is coming. 1 more. Somehow, I've gone there 3 years in a row, and I haven't met 1 more yet.
So 1 more year you will.
Yeah, this is the year. The Lone Star Cares Convention in San Antonio.
Yeah, that's the IB, the betta, killifish, cichlid show.
Oh, then you're definitely getting a hug. You're getting a big old hug from the old Webster. You might even leave the ground. I'm not saying you will, but you might.
Well, Zen may be 6 foot herself, so you never know.
You know what? I never considered that, but she could be bigger than me. I don't know.
Right. You like my grandson who's 6'8",
6'8". Damn.
6'8", yep.
So I'm like 6'5", right? And I mean, I don't usually need to look up to many people, although more people lately. It seems like the world is getting bigger. But back in the day when I was a youth, I remember I was in a bar one time and I was just sitting there, relaxing, and this dude come in. And back in the '80s, half shirts or the three
Oh yeah,
quarters.
yeah.
He come in and he's got like a full set of freaking abs. That's just bang. And I had to like look up a good amount, and I'm like, F and A, man. How tall are you? And he goes, I'm 6'10". What the hell are you doing in this town? Because I mean, I grew up in a little town. I mean, I was the big man. I was looking down on everybody. I'm not. Whoa. And he was just like this wide. Oh, I can't even get you on the screen. He was like this wide. And I was just like, oh my God, you're lost. You should not be here. But he was
See you
looking for
later,
a hook.
Deb's Aqua Pets.
Debs, you weren't even here.
I know,
And now you're saying goodbye.
First thing she meant to say on chat, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She was
Bye.
lurking the whole night. She's probably gone, but.
Oh, no. It was only like not even a minute ago.
Yeah, but some people, when they say goodbye, they instantly go off.
That's true. I'm only 5'7". Well, 5'7's not normal. That's 5'7". That's right. Here-ish.
About 8 inches lower than you, shorter than you.
It's not bad. I can still get you off the ground. I can get you off the ground.
Debs is about to drive to work.
Oh, that's right, because Debs is a European. She's over the pond. Yes. Okay. Well, have fun. Well, don't have fun.
Yeah, but
I mean, if you can have fun, I mean, that's fine. But
you have an international group.
Holy crap, it's an 18-hour drive. FFS. Whip, I might not want to ride with you, but maybe you might not want to ride with me. But maybe we caravan convoy it. Because
folks.
All right. So full disclosure, it depends on if Jason goes. If Jason from Primetime goes, we might take the Harleys out. And I told him if he comes, he's got to ride bitch.
Then you can't buy too many fish.
Oh, I got a full dresser, so I can put some stuff in the trunk.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do have a week's worth of clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Ship it to Skipper, and then Skipper will bring it.
You're right. I don't know what he's linking here, but anybody?
Whose YouTube is that?
I can't tell. Not based on that.
What is that?
Yeah, Xanadu. You're gonna have any weirdness going because Zanny's kind of weird.
You never know what it comes up.
Deb's left because you didn't say hi to her. She never said hi. I never saw her.
You're just supposed to know who's here, Whip.
You're just supposed to know. Only 5'7". I feel short. Cece, what are you, like 5'3", 5'4"? I know how you women go. My wife is 5'2".
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, she's a little lady. I don't want to click on it because He's Rick rolling us. Nathan. Whipster's a Harley guy. Good to know. Oh, yes. I have two, actually. I have a 96 Fat Boy, and I have a brand new 2000. Well, it's not brand new anymore, but it's a new 2023, late 2023 Ultra Glide. So that's the one I would probably take out to the Clash because it's more reliable. Cece says, I am 5'4". 5'4". I could put you in my pocket and just take you home. Gills, oh, that's Nathan. If anybody's wondering who Gills is, that's Nathan Hovey.
Hubby.
Hovey. My 12-year-old daughter's 5'4.5". Does that make you feel any better? My daughter is 5'11". Does that make you feel any better? We got oh shit, we're over 5. We're over 3. We're over 3.
Might as well go for 4.
Oh no, I can't go another. I have to pee.
Okay. In that case, we don't want you to take us with you. That's for sure.
No, don't take me.
Yep.
I'm not doing that.
Yep.
All right, guys. You should definitely take the Harley whip. Well, it's only if Jason goes. I'm not riding out there by myself because you never know what might happen. You need a buddy. But if Jason goes on his Harley, I will definitely take my Harley. Yeah, yep, Nathan, you are correct. He's got a Great Dane, and he is a very large poochie.
Do a human water
we'll
change.
let you know on the human water change. Do human water change. A 12-year-old at 27. 12-year-old is like 27. My 12-year-old is like 27.
So she acts like
sure.
27.
I got it. It took me a minute to read that like 12 times. Anyway, we're going to see you later. Doctor, thank you
for
very
having
much.
me up.
I appreciate it. I know when I text you, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It's just you and me, buddy. I don't know how this is going to go. But I appreciate you biting the bullet and hanging out with me for a couple hours.
I'm retired. I have all the time in the world.
Well, that's cool. I'll remember that next time. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. I really do appreciate you guys. And I mean, you have no idea. I couldn't. There's no reason to do this without you guys. So thank you. And we will see you when we see you. I'm on Saturday at what time am I at? 2:00 Central. If anybody,
whatever that is, other time zones, you figure it out yourself.
Yeah, you figure it out. Don't make me do it. Bye.